Mid-Utah Radio presents high school baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Baseball is what gets inside you. It's what lights you up. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
This broadcast is powered by Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, Barrett's Food Town, Mason Machinery, the Jorgensen Automotive Group, DP Curtis Trucking, Bar W Beef, Sunrise Engineering, San Pete Steel, Farmers Insurance Agents Dan and Gabe Cranny, Manti Family Dental, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Intermountain Power, Gunnison Valley Hospital, Clearsight Glass Solutions, and Barney Trucking.
I know it's gotta be that can't eat, can't sleep, reach for the stars, over the fence, World Series kind of stuff, right?
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of high school baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back once again to Larry Miller Field on the campus of Brigham Young University in Provo, the site of the 2A Baseball State Championship game. The number 2 Kanab Cowboys and the number 4 San Juan Broncos squaring off here with a state title on the line. 4th straight year Kanab has played in the state championship. They won the first 2, lost last year to South Sevier, who was playing in their 4th straight state championship in that one last year. And now the Broncos, they're the newcomers here to the state title game, and they squared off with the Kanab Cowboys. Nolan, looking at this game right here, what's the mindset of these two teams coming into this one?
Well, obviously, Kanab the favorite. They come in, they've got to be beaten twice, and you mentioned it, Robert, their 4th state championship that they've played 4 in a row, winning 2 of the first 3. This will be the 4th one, and so San Juan, they know that they've got to play a perfect game. You know, I think they realize the importance of, just like the last one, even to get here, they're going to have mistake-free baseball, throw a lot of strikes, and then hopefully out-hit these Kanab Cowboys.
Willie, what's your thoughts as they come into this game here?
Well, I think the same way, but I'm thinking, what would a 2A state baseball championship be without red and white, a Kanab in the thing? But Kanab looks pretty loose. They got the meat in the lineup. I think, and neither one of the teams hurt themselves. Good strong pitching, good hitting, and the basic fundamentals, and that's going to make for a good baseball game.
Yes, it is. And the number 4 Broncos, number 2 Cowboys squaring off in this one. Again, Kanab is the undefeated team in the tournament, as they have not lost yet here the state tournament. San Juan did lose yesterday in that one loss, or that undefeated semifinal to Kanab, 12-3. So as a result, San Juan has to win 2 games to claim a state title. Kanab can do it in 1.
And that's the thing, they're not going to be surprised by San Juan. They know what San Juan brings, and Craig Brinkerhoff does a good job of preparing his baseball club.
Yeah, you'd be hard to find anybody better than Craig Brinkerhoff at getting his team ready.
And his attitude wears off on the kids. He's laid back. He doesn't get upset. And he preaches the fundamentals and keeping your head. I had a coach tell me one time. The baseball game starts right on top of your shoulders. So. And don't let it get out of hand. You
and I were talking about that earlier this week, Nolan, of how crucial that mental piece is. And again, both these coaches have done a great job, actually. But we see Coach Brinkerhoff a lot more, and just one of the best in the business.
I'm not knocking Jens Nielsen.
Yeah.
He's done a good job. And we've both had a chance to visit with him today. So but I think you can see the pressure on him. He feels like and the pressure is on him. They've got to win 2 today.
Yeah.
Both these coaches, too, alumni of their schools, right?
Yep.
They know the community. They're from the community. They know the programs. But, Coach Brinkerhoff, he's played at a high level, too. Played just down the road here at Utah Valley. Had a good career there and just carried on the tradition that Kanab's had. San Juan, you mentioned it in the last one, traditionally they're good hitters. I think right now the favorite, obviously, has to be Kanab. They hit the ball just as good, in my opinion, but they throw the ball really well too.
Yeah. Well, as we get ready for the plate meeting, let's go ahead and go to our coaches' comments here inside the pregame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. We're joined now by Coach Jens Nielsen of the San Juan Broncos as they get ready for the 2A Baseball State Championship going up against Kanab. Coach, first off, looking at your team, just coming off an 11-1 win in 6 innings over Gunnison Valley. Where did you see it, your guys just barely? Where do you feel like they're at right now coming into this game?
They're pumped. They're excited to be here. This has been a long journey with some ups and downs, but lots of good resilience and a group that loves each other. We feel good about where we're at.
Going up against Kanab, you saw them yesterday in the unbeaten semifinals. You took a loss there. What do you expect to see out of them?
The same. We know they're going to put it in play. They've got a couple big power hitters, but beyond that, they're just very, very good at putting the ball in play and making us work. So we have to play solid defense, and we just got to make them put it in play.
You talked about Baylor before the game and what he needed to do on the mound. He does it in 71, 72 pitches right in there to get the job done for you. What did you see out of him? And then who are you going with on the mound in this one?
Baylor's, we're glad he's back from UCL. He's still not 100% healthy, but we just challenged him to dial it in. This is it. And so he pitched really well, and he was very efficient. He did what we asked him to do. Had his curveball working, had him off balance, and just let him put the ball in play. We're going with the kid we ended with, Max Perkins. We still have Baylor for some pitches, but we felt that we were going to try to keep him off balance a little bit with some slower speed and a curveball that will move a little bit. So just hoping that they just pop it up, put it in play. So
you've talked about their lineup. Anybody you feel like you need to be careful with, though?
The Vrosco brothers. They're good. They're good hitters. Baird is a good hitter. He'll put the ball in play. They've got some tough kids. Like we know that their strength is they just hang around. They're gritty, and so we know that it doesn't matter score up or down. They're going to fight, and we got to be aware of them all. So.
Looking at your team hitting-wise, you just put up 11 runs. A lot of guys in the order helped to get that done for you. Who would you like to see step up and set the tone this game?
Keelan Hutchins. He puts a good barrel on the ball. He just lifts a little bit too much. I'd like to see him get that down a little bit, because when he gets it down, he's line drives all over the field. He's really a solid hitter.
And obviously you're planning to come in here to try to win 2 games. What's the mindset of your boys, knowing you've got to get to not just 1 but 2 more games?
They just, like, one of our things that they always say, and you might hear them scream it a few times, is, I love baseball, and they scream it as loud as they can. That's their mindset. They're just happy to be here. They want to play baseball.
And then overall, what are those 2 or 3 things that have to happen for your team to win this first one?
Same thing that we talked about a little earlier. We've got to limit errors. We've got to throw a strike within the first 2 pitches, and we got to put the ball in play.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Once again, Coach Jens Nilsson there of the San Juan Broncos as they get ready for this ball game here today. Nolan, your thoughts on what he had to say coming into now the state championship game?
Well, obviously happy with the results they got from Baylor Nelson on the mound in the first one and the hitting, and so that gives them the opportunity. But he's confident in his guys. They feel like they're in the right spot. As you talked to him about pitchers and what's his thought process going into this one. It's to try to keep these Kanab Cowboy hitters off balance, keep them, having to stay back in the box and wait and not really hunt fastballs, but maybe keep them off balance by throwing that off-speed pitch. He talked about Perkins' curveball and how it can move a little bit. So we'll see how effective he can get that curveball going against these hitters.
Willie, what'd you hear in that one?
Well, I think he's, he worries about the killer V's there in the middle of the lineup, the Brasco brothers. I got a good friend, Kangela Ecker. That's her nephew. She was wishing him the best of luck, and I think what he says. Limit errors, which they did in that last ball game. If they play the clean kind of ball game that they played in this last game, they at least got a chance.
Yeah. So we'll continue, I should say, with our coaches' comments here inside the pregame show as we get ready for Game 1, potentially the only game of the 2A state championship between Kanab and San Juan here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. We're joined now by Coach Craig Brinkerhoff of the Kanab Cowboys, the 2A baseball state championship game going up against San Juan. Coach, first off, looking at your team, right where you want to be, going 2-0 to start the state tournament and coming in here with those 2 wins as the unbeaten team in the state championship. Where do you feel like your team is at coming into this final day of the season?
Yeah, coming in the final day, yesterday was a great bounce-back day for our guys to see the bats going again and kind of, get settled in. That first day is always a little bit of jitters and stuff going on, but yesterday was a lot better. Jitters are gone. We're back to who we are at the plate, and I'm excited for our guys today. They earned it today, so we just got to keep going.
Going up against San Juan, you beat them yesterday 12-3 to get to this point. They've worked their way back to see you again. What do you expect to see out of them?
San Juan, they're a great hitting team, so I expect them to keep swinging the bats. And we just got to play good defense. We got to clean up a few things. We've talked about it, and I expect that to be cleaned up. But our guys, we expect our guys just to go out, keep playing our game.
We've talked about different guys for you all year at the plate, kind of leading the way for you. You've had different guys step up here at the state tournament, but who do you look at today you'd like to see step up and lead the way hitting-wise?
Yeah, hitting-wise, just going off of yesterday, we saw Colton Blomquist come up big, Hayden Gubler as well. That's the bottom of our order, set up the top of the order. I expect, Grady Anderson and even Brogan to step up today for us. Brogan, he's been kind of in a slump so far. You can say that right now. But I expect him to have a bounce-back game today.
Who are you going with on the mound in this game, and what do you want to see out of him?
Yeah, we're going to go with Brady Ramsey. We have 100% trust in him. He's a great pitcher, commands his zone really well, and we expect him to throw a lot of strikes and our defense to play behind us. Anybody in that San Juan lineup you want to make sure you're careful with today? Oh, you just go 1 through 9. They're all going to put the ball in play. Just going off of yesterday, they're tough outs. They're really tough outs, and so we just one batter at a time to see how we can pick those guys apart, and just one batter at a time, one out at a time.
You were in this game last year, ended up getting double dipped in that one. What did your team do yesterday after that game yesterday to try to prepare for this one? Yeah, it was great because our returners they understood to enjoy the win yesterday, but then to come back today, it's a new day. Yesterday's win got us here, but today's a new day. Nothing's given. We expect our guys to come out and to fight hard and play hard today. And then overall, what are those 2 or 3 things you need to see out of your team to get the win? Yeah, first off, just defense, just play catch. Second off, we just need to barrel up the baseball. And third, just execute. All right, Coach, well, thanks for joining us and good luck. Thanks, Robert.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, the national anthem has been sung here at Larry Miller Field at BYU. And, Willie, as you got to hear Coach Brinkerhoff's comments, your thoughts on what he had to say coming into this game?
Well, talking about jitter-free, and that's we already talked about that. They look very relaxed, look like they're ready to go. They earned it, that they're here, and they wanted to be here. He says you got to play good defense to beat a San Juan team because they're going to put the bat on the ball. And then talked about, like we kind of visited about that, how the bottom of the lineup for Kanab came through big yesterday. Colton Blomquist, he came through, and Hayden Gubler down in there, in 8 and 9, and they're getting back to the top of the lineup. So, Brady Ramsey talks about good command, and they just need to play good defense, barrel up the baseball, and execute the fundamentals.
No, any takeaway from that?
I like what he said about it's a new day, nothing's given. Last year you talked about it, Robert, in the interview. They get the win. They're in the same situation. They get beat twice. It can happen just like that. And so he recognizes the seniors on this team. They were a part of that, right? They were a part of 2 state championships as freshmen and sophomores, and then losing in the championship as juniors. I would expect these seniors to really take charge, be the leaders on the field that he expects them to be. But, he knows it's going to be pitching and defense. They just got to play catch. Sometimes the hardest part of baseball is playing catch.
Doing the simple things,
That's right.
And it's the same. It's the contrast to what we had last year with the seniors with South Sevier. Same thing.
All right, let's go to the starting lineups now for these 2 teams. We'll start with visiting San Juan Broncos and Nolan Anderson.
Yeah, for the San Juan Broncos, they come in as the number 4 seed. Head coach Jens Nilsson leading off, and batting second, number 3, Baylor Nilsson. Batting second in center field, number 35, Nash Young. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Jagger Nieves. And batting fourth, the catcher, number 20, Creed Herring. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 34, Remy Watcott. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 38, Keelan Hutchins. And batting seventh, the right fielder, number 12, Jonas Jepson. Batting eighth, the DH, number 10, Brant Bingham. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 27, Grady Lacey. And the pitcher, number 21, Maxon Perkins.
First pitch from Brady Ramsey to Baylor Nilsson's in there for a called strike one. We'll go to the Kanab starters with Willie Akers.
Yeah, let me get it after this pitch. I'll get started.
The 0-1. Breaking ball for a called strike two to Nilsson.
Okay. Leading things off, Coach Greg Brinkhart, shortstop number 11, Latimer Glover. Right field, batting second, number 1, Grady Anderson.
The 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled to the left side out of play.
And batting third, the third baseman, number 9, Brogan Baratsko. Behind the plate, batting fourth, number 21, Cannon Baratsko. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 8, Walker Baird. Batting sixth, the DH, number 6, Sayer Finnis.
Let's go to the 0-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss, strike three. Nilsson will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey.
And Brady Ramsey with a big grunt. Yeah, he was excited on that one. He knows how big that first out is.
Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 22, Brady Ramsey. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 27, Hayden Gubler. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 7, Colton Blomquist. Rounding out the lineup at second base, Zach Moreno.
And Nash Young watches strike one go by. Ramsey is just going right at the batters right here now to start this game.
You got to love that as a coach, right? Challenge the hitters.
0-1 pitch. Thought about it, held off, and the breaking ball misses high.
Every pitcher's got to have the mindset that my stuff's better than what your bat is.
So a 1-1 count with one out. Breaking ball called, strike two and a 1-2 count from the lefty.
Yeah, if you don't go to the mound with that mindset, you might as well stay in the dugout. Brady Ramsey comes in with a 1.62 ERA.
Next one swung on, and that will go right to Moreno at second base for out number 2 on the L4 line out to second.
26 strikeouts in 21 and 2/3 innings worked, 12 base on balls, so he is efficient.
So 2 outs. Nobody on base. Jagger Nieves coming to the plate.
Jagger, a 366 hitter coming in, 3 home runs, 26 driven in. We saw sparkling defensive play in that last game.
First pitch misses up for ball 1.
Well, and he had a big game last game, scored 3 runs. Baylor coach Jens Nelson really needed Jagger to have a big game. He did, and he showed it with the glove as well.
The first base umpire came in. San Juan's first base coach, I think, asked him a questioned something, and that prompted him to call time and bring all 3 umpires together. I don't know if there's
pitcher related, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something on Ramsey that they don't like, or
left arm. What I've seen so far, I wouldn't like it either.
They have the white trim around the sleeves, the red jersey on the top with the white. But it's everybody that's got that, so that's part of the uniform. It's not anything extra.
And he's saying something to Brady Ramsey.
Maybe staying
something
on
with his footwork.
Maybe making sure he makes contact with the rubber the whole time. Maybe doesn't step in front and leave a
Well, he starts from back behind, you know.
Well, whatever it is, he's going to head back to his position as the first base umpire. Ramsey works on the mound from the windup with a 1-0 count to Nieves. Swing and a miss there for strike 1 as he took some off on that one.
Nothing bothered him there. Maybe sometimes you get in the pitcher's head a little bit, but nothing there.
The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops off low for ball 2.
Well, as a batter, you especially don't want to tick off the pitcher because he's throwing a baseball at you.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. Misses off the plate outside for ball 3. So a 3-1 hitters count now for Nieves.
Yeah, trying to just live on that outside, but he's got to be able to bring it in as Nieves with a good eye at the plate.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen for strike 2 and a full count.
Yeah, he's got that good tailing fastball. It's going to tail away from the right-handers here. And that curveball, it's a good, when you've already seen it, good change of speed on that thing. Good break on his bender.
Ramsey out of the windup. The payoff pitch to Nieves. Swung on high, pop-up foul to the right side, out of play.
He's doing a Remy Watcott impression right here.
Count remains full with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the first inning of the 2A Baseball State Championship.
Outfield starting to shift in left field towards center a little bit.
Again, the payoff pitch. Just misses. Kanab was leaving the field expecting a called strike 3. Misses in for ball 4 instead. A 2-out walk to Nieves.
Yeah, Verosco Cannon, the catcher there, turns back, asks the umpire where that one was, and must have been down.
Yeah, Brady was already walking to the dugout. He was down on the green.
So was Brogan, Verosco, and Latimer Glover. They were headed out of here.
Well,
Creed Herring, though, at the plate now for San Juan with the runner on and 2 outs.
they forgot who the main man is out there, though. That guy right back there with the dark, well, that's black, I guess, today.
Yes, it is. They still respond to blue, though. Called strike 1 on the outside edge to Herring.
Herring came in leading the ball club with a .491 average, home run, and 31 runs batted in.
Steps back in on the right side.
Neves 10 stolen
Next pitch
bases
is
on the season.
fouled off to the right side, out of play for strike 2 and an 0-2 count.
You talked about it, Robert, how Ramsey just coming right at these hitters early on, and same thing, 0-2 count. I think he maybe tried to pitch a little too carefully to Nieves and walks him, but comes back 2 straight pitches for strikes.
0-2 curveball misses low and away for ball 1.
Yeah, and I think that was right where he wanted it. That's where Verosco was set up, holding that glove down there on that outside corner. We've already seen Herring. He likes to hit to that right center gap, so I'm going to maybe try and come inside on him here at some point in time.
He doesn't get as near on the plate as a lot of the other San Juan hitters do. Next pitch swung on, high fly ball to left. Blomquist was playing towards left center, a long run. He's not going to get there as it one hops the wall. Nieves will come in to score. Herring holds up at second with an RBI double, and San Juan strikes first.
That's what happens when you give up a 2-out walk, and then, maybe once again trying to a little bit too fine there on the 0-2 pitch, and then left one up and in on the 1-2 count, and Herring made him pay.
Well, I did say I maybe would come inside, but you don't want to leave it up there when you come inside.
So runner on second. They will bring on Liam Lacey as the speed-up runner for Herring. And it brings Remy Watcott to the plate. Ramsey out of the stretch. First pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. Good fastball.
Yeah, it is good fastball, and that's probably his best pitch.
Ramsey comes set. Quick look at second base. Another look. Here's the 0-1. Misses low there for ball 1.
You don't want to fall behind to the Remy Watcott right here.
There's the 1-1. That one's at the top of the zone for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Could be interesting. The most of the tournament, we haven't seen that strike called up there in the top part of the strike zone. See how the batters adjust here.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now from Ramsey to Watcott. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Watcott will go down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. 2nd strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey. But San Juan strikes first in the state championship with 1 run on 1 hit. No errors committed by Kanab, and 1 runner left on base through 1/2 inning of play in the 2A state title. It is San Juan 1, Kanab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centracom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU in Provo as we go to the bottom of the first inning in a 1-0 ball game. San Juan leading Kanab, and the Cowboys will bring the top of the order to the plate. Latimer Glover, Grady Anderson, and Brogan Verasco. If they get to the fourth batter this inning, the cleanup hitter is Cannon Verasco for the Cowboys. Maxon Perkins on the mound for San Juan.
Latimer Glover comes in hitting .354 to start the day. 3 home runs, 23 runs driven in.
Perkins prefers to work out of the stretch. Right-handed pitcher for the Broncos. That one's in the dirt outside for ball 1. And you heard Coach Nelson say, we're going with a slower pitcher, trying to get them out on the front foot, mess up their timing. We've seen that work in other state tournaments in years past. That one misses up for ball 2, though. 2-0 hitters count here for Glover.
Well, Glover's got to be patient. You know, you want to not only get the 1 run back, but you'd like to win the inning, too. So you want to be patient, be selective.
That one's about 4 feet in front of the plate, 4 feet outside.
You're talking about that slower ones in these tournaments. I can't remember the left-hander's name for Coach Craig Brinkerhoff there 3 years ago. Left-hander, that was it. It wasn't. He didn't throw hard.
Wasn't it just Cash Kabonic when he was a sophomore?
Yes, Cash Kabonic.
Yeah. Next one misses up for ball 4, so a 4-pitch base on balls for Glover as he heads to first base, and the tying run is on for the Cowboys.
And the freebies are even, 1 walk apiece. That brings up Grady Anderson, a .427 hitter. 26 runs driven in. 10 stolen bases for Latimer Glover out there at first base.
Anderson stands in on the left side,
which is blocking the view for Creed Herring of that base runner.
First pitch misses low and in for ball 1.
Yeah, Coach Jens Nelson not going to be able to go very deep here with Perkins if he can't get his fastball and off-speed pitches get him located.
There's a called strike 1 on the outside edge for a 1-1 count now to Anderson. One pitch nearly clips him as he turns into it for ball 2 and a 2-1 count now to Anderson.
Yeah, he just asked the umpire, was that in? And umpire nodded and said, yes, it was.
4 2/3 inning with a 9.00 ER for Max Perkins.
2-1 pitch misses high and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count.
2 strikeouts, 5 base on balls. He's had 3 wild pitches and 3 hit batsmen. Almost had number 4 there.
Yeah. Glover takes a lead. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive into center field is down for a base hit from Grady Anderson. Glover will hold at second, 2 on and no outs for Kanab.
Grady's hitting there.
Yeah, Grady's been hot this whole tournament. Tough out, you know, if Latimer doesn't get on or whatever happens with him at the leadoff spot, Grady Anderson becomes that guy right after back-to-back base runners here now for Kanab. They got things going for Verasco.
Turns it over to the killer V's here.
Brogan Verasco in on the right side. First pitch swung on. Pops it up into shallow center field. Coming in and making the play is Nash Young for out number 1. So an F8 for Brogan Verasco for the first out of the inning.
Well, there's that off speed getting him out on the front foot. Brogan sure enough was out there on that front foot.
Yeah, and I feel like he's talking as he's coming in, telling him kind of the trajectory of that curveball, the downward motion of it. But he's got to be more selective as a 3-hitter right there. Get a better pitch in my mind.
So that will bring Cannon Verasco to the plate with 1 out and 2 on. That breaking ball misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, both he and Cannon are probably going to see nothing but off-speed pitches.
.462 average coming in, 9 home runs, 43 runs driven in for Cannon Verasco.
Has a school record, broke his coach's school record for home runs in a season. Swung on here, hard hit line drive right back up the middle. Heading around third is Glover. Heading to third is Anderson. It'll be an RBI single for Kenan Verasco as Anderson goes first to third on the play.
Yeah, a really good piece of hitting and better base running maybe too.
Yeah.
As both Glover coming in hard and Anderson going first to third like you said. But the difference was with Cannon and even the brother right there is he stayed back, kept the shoulder in, and drove it right hard back up the middle. Even though Brogan flew out to center field too, he kind of lifted it, didn't stay on it and really get on top of the ball.
Yeah, Walker Baird, 361 average.
He gets plunked on the leg. He just stood there and took it.
Well, I was about to say Walker's raised that average about 70 points since we saw him early in the season. So the second freebie given up by San Juan, that doubles their output from last game.
That loads the bases up here for the Cowboys, and Coach Nilsson's out at the dugout. So bases are loaded in a 1-1 ball game after the RBI single from Kenan Verasco.
Yeah, he's going to take the ball.
Yep, so pitching change coming. We'll take the break with them. It's 1-1 here in the 2A Baseball State Championship between San Juan and Kanab. We'll come back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Provo as we have the pitching change. Baylor Nilsson takes over on the mound for San Juan, and Jonah John comes in to replace him at second base. Maxim Perkins leaves the game. First batter he faces. First pitch swinging is Sayer Fennis. Pops it up to the left side, and Jagger Nieves at short reels that one in for out number 2 on the P6. Popper to the shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and I think Coach Brinkerhoff a little bit frustrated right there. That first pitch swinging, popping it up on the infield fly rule.
So that will bring Brady Ramsey to the plate now for Kanab with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
265 coming in, 11 runs driven in, got an opportunity to help himself out here.
Watch a strike one go by at the low part of the zone. So Nilsson started the first game today against Gunnison. Threw just over 70 pitches to get the win in that one. 0-1. Misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Ramsey, if he wants to help himself out, he's got to get a pitch right here that he can at least get a base hit, score 2 runs.
The 1-1. Swung on, ground ball back at the middle. Nieves charging, fields it. He'll just step on the bag for out number 3 as the Cowboys leave them loaded, but they get 1 run across to tie the game. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by San Juan, and 3 runners left on base through 1 inning of play. It is San Juan 1, Kanab 1 in the 2A State Championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade.
More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
Welcome back here to Provo as the Broncos bring the 6, 7, and 8 batters to the plate this inning, and Keelan Hutchins gets plunked on the very first pitch he sees. To start off the second inning, he heads to first base.
That's just the second batsman hit by Brady Anderson this season.
So that'll bring Jonas Jepson, then Brant Bingham to the plate. If they get to the fourth batter, that is Grady Lacey for the Broncos. Brady Ramsey on the mound for Kanab. 1-1 ball game here in the top of the second. This 2A state championship. First pitch swung on, fly ball down the right field line, and that one's fair. Anderson runs it down. Heading to second is Jepson. Hutchins will stroll into third. It's a double for Jonas Jepson. 2 runners in scoring position with no outs here in the second inning for the Broncos.
Grady Anderson did a nice job just to get over, get that ball, get turned, and get it in quickly. Most guys don't have that ability to get over there and cut it off like he did.
Just about every other pitch or every other hit we've seen go to one of them corners has ended up in a triple. So you bet that's a good job there by Grady Anderson.
Brings Brant Bingham to the plate now for the Broncos. First pitch from Ramsey. Misses outside for ball 1.
Well, how'd they get the first run? 2-out walk.
Yep.
And then start with the hit by pitch, and then Bingham, who's been swinging a hot bat for this San Juan team, shows why.
Started the tournament at 384.
1-0, fouled back to the screen for strike 1.
Excuse me, that was Jonas Jepson.
Yeah, Jonas Jepson, yep.
Brant Bingham, who's swinging a hot bat, has a chance to score both these runners.
The 1-1. Swung on, high pop up in the infield. Latimer Glover calls for it at shortstop, drifts to his left, and makes the play for out number 1. So a P6 for Bingham. Pop up to the shortstop for the first out of the inning.
All right, every position on the field's got a number. Pitcher 1, catcher 2, first to third, 3, 4, 5, shortstop 6. Outfield left to right 7, 8, and 9. That P6 pop up to the shortstop.
Grady Lacey now stands in on the right side. First pitch from Ramsey. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 over the top of that one.
That's a big pop up to get out there, but facing a tough Grady Lacey.
Ramsey working quick. That one didn't quite break enough as it misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses high for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Lacey.
Frosco pumped down to third, wanting to keep Hutchins close.
Two 2-1 pitch right down the middle. Strike 2 and a 2-2 count. Runners at second and third still with 1 out, the 2-2. Just misses for ball 3 and a full count.
Yeah, and Grady Lacey, the left fielder's got good speed, so on the infield you got to come up and throw. You can't have any hesitation.
3-2 payoff pitch in the dirt for ball 4, and that will load them up for the Broncos with 1 out here in the top of the second, and the top of the order coming to the plate.
Baylor Nielsen, 395 to start today. He struck out his first time up.
Stands in on the right side. They're not bringing Verosco in at third. Baird is in on the grass at first. First pitch, high fly ball, popped in the infield. Glover going to call for that one again and makes the play for out number 2. So a P6 pop to the shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Got another infield fly right there, but two big-time pop-ups that Ramsey really needed.
Here's a tough left hand out, though. Nash Young.
Young stands in on the left side. Left on left here. Pitch from Ramsey. On the outside half, strike one.
Left field, Blomquist shading more towards center than the left field line, which we've seen him go that direction.
The 0-1 pitch. Misses low. Ball 1-1 count.
Well, that inside the park home run hit about 8 feet fair down there in front of Bear Bartholomew all the way to the wall for that inside the park home run.
Next pitch. Misses off the plate. 4-2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Young.
Yeah, no place to put him either, so Ramsey's going to have to go right after him. A little bit of an open stance and not a wide stance either from Young.
2-1 pitch. Swung on. Chopped foul to the right side for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got in there down underneath the hands with the curveball.
So Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for San Juan, trying to retake the lead here in a 1-1 ball game of this 2A state championship. Ramsey sets. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses way high for ball 3 and a full count.
Yeah. Well, and that pretty much that pitch right there in my mind tells Young what he's going to see here.
Ramsey again comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. That breaking ball misses inside for ball 4. Ramsey not happy about the call. Throws his hands in the air. And San Juan back in front on the RBI. Base on balls to Nash Young.
You know, that's one thing you can't do is throw your hands in the air regardless, because umpire the next time just gets a little bit tighter behind the plate.
Yeah. Bases remain loaded here for the Broncos with Jagger Nieves coming to the plate. First pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. Nieves walked in his first plate appearance, scored the first run of the game. The 0-1 from Ramsey, curveball. Went around, strike 2.
That was a good-looking curveball right there. Had Nieves out on the front foot and off balance.
Oh, 2 count now. Pitch from Ramsey. Just misses up for ball 1.
Center and right, not real deep. Left field, I would say pretty much straight up.
Takes a couple steps back now.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, and Verasco will just step on the plate for out number 3 as Nieves goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. But San Juan goes back in front. They get 1 run on 1 hit in the inning. No errors committed by the Cowboys, and 3 runners left on base through 1.5 innings of play in the 2A state championship. San Juan 2, Kanab 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by King County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the Stage-Top convenience store, but dine at Blue Taco with BOGO Tuesday. Buy any one Blue Taco item, get one free. Check out these specials. Joy's Boneless Petite Sirloin Steaks, $7.99 a pound. Golden Sweet Pineapple, 89 cents per pound. Boneless Pork Loin Chops, $1.99 a pound. Pink Lady Apples, 99 cents a pound. And fresh sweet corn, 4 for $5. For more savings, visit glaziersmarket.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, to the bottom of the second inning we go here in Provo in a 2-1 ball game. San Juan leading Kanab in this 2A state championship. And the Cowboys will bring the 8-9-1 batters to the plate. Hayden Gubler, Colton Blomquist, and Latimer Glover. If they get to the fourth batter, that will be Grady Anderson. Baylor Nielsen on the mound here for San Juan.
Yeah, this last two of these, and him and Blomquist were big yesterday for the Kanab Cowboys.
Yeah, Gubler 4 for 4 and 4 runs scored.
He's got a quick 1-1 count after ball one missed. So the next pitch in there for a called strike.
Telling the pitcher to wait till.
We saw Nielsen try to do that last game.
Yep. Wait till I'm ready. Wait till batter's ready. I give you the sign. Here it is.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Well, Gubler, you talk about Nieves running the football.
Yeah. Another great one.
Another one here.
Flies this one to shallow right field, drifting back and settling underneath it. Jepson, and makes the play for out number one. So an F9 for Hayden Gubler for the first out of the inning.
Just got a little bit too much underneath that ball. Need to stay tall on the backside and, get the bat down through the zone.
A little too much of not enough right there on that one.
Brings Colton Blomquist to the plate now for Kanab. First pitch misses high for ball one. One 1-0 pitch. Thought about it, held off. Creed Herring asks, where was that pitch? Missed a little bit up.
Yeah, and he obviously what he asked him, the umpire nodded and said yes. So if he says, was that up? Umpire says yes, it was.
Blomquist kind of gets pretty low in his stance. 2-0 hitters count, swung on and fouled back to the screen for strike one and a 2-1 count.
Blomquist and then the top of the order in Glover.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Good looking curveball right there.
Yeah, Nelson just obviously the difference in him and Perkins is the maturity, right? He's dialed in out there on the mound.
2-2 misses above the head of Blomquist for ball three and a full count. 2-1 is your score here in the bottom of the second. San Juan with the lead. There's the payoff pitch. Threw the bat out there, pops it to the right side. Watcott giving chase. Does he have room? Leans over the dugout and just unable to quite make the play. Tried to lean over the rail and make an incredible catch.
Yeah, nice replay right there. And you see the effort made and come up with maybe just he needed the glove twice his size.
Or a 7-foot arm, 1 and 2.
So the count remains full to Colton Blomquist as he battled that one to stay alive. He stands back in on the right side. Nieves shading the hole. That's short. 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Ground ball back of the middle. Through for a base hit. A one-out single for Colton Blomquist.
Well, Willie mentioned at the bottom of this lineup for Kanab, I was really impressed with yesterday. And so far, Colton Blomquist trying to continue that pattern as they turn the lineup over. And Kanab now with the runner on base.
Well, when we talked to Coach Brinkerhoff earlier this season, he said we're just missing Colton Blomquist. If Colton can get to what he is good at and be there, be effective for us, as Glover flies one to deep right field. That one's going to go all the way to the wall as it two-hops it. Coach Brinkerhoff is waving Blomquist around third. Glover's on his way to third. The throw to third is offline, and it hits the umpire. As Latimer Glover slides in with an RBI triple to tie the game.
And the umpire Hutchins was coming off the bag because it was off the line, but there was nobody backing up Hutchins. If that ball gets by him, then he comes in and scores. Yep. So umpire may have helped him out right there.
Yep. And you can't let that happen as an umpire in a game like this, or any game. You got to be paying attention to what's going on.
Well, in his defense, he had the back to the ball because he was wanting to watch the play.
He was getting in position to make a call on a tag. Ball one misses to Grady Anderson.
Just like that, back-to-back hits and tie ball game.
As mentioned, Colton Blomquist, and he just felt like that was the missing piece, and they knew Colton could do it. They were just waiting for him to get there, and this is the right time to break out here at the state tournament. 2-0 count now to Anderson. Grady fouls that one back to the screen.
He had a good whack at that one.
Yeah, what a better time, right? You want to be playing your best baseball both as a team and as an individual right now.
So 2 balls, 1 strike here.
March is preparation to get you here.
Pitch from Nielsen, right down the middle, strike 2.
I think Grady knows he's good enough with 2 strikes that he's going to leave that pitch down, not one that he wanted, but now he'll have to battle.
427 hitter coming in.
2-2 count.
Singled his first time up.
Pitch from Nielsen, swung on, chopped foul to the right side as Anderson battles.
We saw Anderson yesterday too. Similar opportunity, runner at third, less than 2 out. He does what's necessary. It doesn't always have to be a base hit. It could be just pull the ball to the right side, hit a fly ball, do what it takes to score the runner.
Next pitch is swung on, high fly ball to center field, and just as you say it, he delivers with going to be a sac fly to center field with the speed of Glover. He will come in to score easily on the RBI flyout from Grady Anderson, and Kanab takes the lead for the first time, 3-2 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Good piece of hitting. Just get it deep enough to score your teammate. 90 feet at a time.
So that'll bring Brogan Verasco to the plate.
Yeah, Verasco's got to just relax right here. Senior, he knows the moment. He was a 2-time state champion as a freshman, sophomore, and then they lose that one last year, but he knows how important this is, but he's got to just stay back, stay within himself.
He stands in on the right side. First pitch misses up for ball 1.
Four hits and 3 runs for Kanab.
Next one on the outside edge for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good spot there by Baylor Nielsen.
The 1-1. Swung on, high fly ball to right field. Jepson drifting back and will make the play for out number 3. So an F9 for Verasco for the 3rd out of the inning. But Kanab takes the lead as they get 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by San Juan, and no runners left on base through 2 complete in the 2A state championship. Kanab 3, San Juan 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU in a 1-run ball game, the 2A Baseball State Championship. Kanab leading San Juan 3-2 going to the top of the 3rd inning. And San Juan brings the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate with Creed Herring, Remy Watcott, and Keelan Hutchins. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Jonas Jepson. Brady Ramsey on the mound for Kanab. First pitch to Herring. Thought about it, held off, and watched a strike 1 go by.
Herring, a 491 hitter to start the day. Had that double first time up.
RBI double to left field as he fouls that one off for strike 2 and an 0-2 count now from Ramsey to Herring.
Well, I'll say it again. I've been impressed. You heard a lot about him. And first time I've had a chance to see him this year, and he's everything as advertised.
There's the 0-2 from Ramsey. Swung on. High pop-up. Walker Baird drifts back at first base, calls for it, steps into the grass, and makes the play for out number 1. So a P3 for Creed Herring. Pop out to the first baseman for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good communication, too, between him and Warino as Warino was coming over as that ball just kind of drifted. There's a little bit of a breeze out there from right to left as you see the flag there, but, Walker Baird had a beat on it right off the bat.
That'll bring Remy Watcott to the plate now for the Broncos. First pitch, misses low for ball 1.
Remy started the game today with a .371 average, 18 runs driven in.
Well, we don't see him strike out much either, but he did get an unusual strikeout.
Next pitch is swung on high, fly ball to right. Anderson going back to his left, settles underneath it, and makes the play for out number 2 and F9 for Watcott for the second out of the inning.
We've talked about outfield play for different teams in the tournament, and we've seen a lot of good outfielders in outfield play. But this Kanab defense, you got speed, and look at how they're spaced. That's how I would play it, with speed, and they cover the territory.
Yeah. First pitch now to Keelan Hutchins, misses for ball 1.
Keelan, a .344 hitter to start the day. 21 RBIs.
The 1-0 pitch. Drops off low on the breaking ball. Ball 2. 2-0 hitters count now for Hutchins. He's who Coach Nilsson said before the game. They'd like to see him start to drive through the ball. He's lifting it too much. See if he can do it here on a 2-0 pitch. Fouls that one back to the screen for strike 1.
He's played a good third base, too, all tournament for Coach Jens Nelson. But, yeah, I'm sure he'd like to see him kind of get the bat through the zone a little quicker and stay on top of the ball.
2-1 pitch, breaking ball on the outside edge, strike 2.
Getting a curveball, Brosco couldn't even hold on to it.
Popped right out of the glove.
How are you going to hit something like that?
That spin rate was too high.
There you go. How are you going to hit something like that?
So Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base in the top of the third. The pitch from Ramsey. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3, as Hutchins will go down swinging for the third out of the inning. And the fourth strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey as he sets him down in order. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base through 2.5 innings of play in the 2A state championship. Kanab 3, San Juan 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Switch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU's Larry Miller Field in Provo as we go to the bottom of the third inning in a 1-run ball game. Kanab leading San Juan 3-2, and Kanab will bring the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate. Cannon Verosco, Walker Baird, and Sayer Fennis. If they get to the fourth batter, that will be Brady Ramsey. Baylor Nilsson on the mound for San Juan. First pitch, called strike 1 to Verosco.
Cannon with that single and RBI back in the first.
And that was a shot up the middle. That
Yes,
one's
it
way
was.
outside and short for ball 1 to Verosco.
You said Nielsen had, 70-some pitches earlier?
Yeah, as Verosco pops this one to the right side foul, and it will get out of play for strike 2.
Good effort from Watcott again. The first baseman getting over there to make sure he was there if a ball kind of drifted back, but it did stay foul.
The exact number here. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses off the plate outside. Verosco tracks it all the way. Watches ball 2 go by. Nielsen threw 72 pitches.
Okay, and that was 28 there.
Hard hit ground ball, fair down the third baseline. That one goes down the left field line as Verosco heads for second, and he will come in standing up with a leadoff double, his second hit of the game.
Yeah, fired up and trying to get his team fired up, but a leadoff double here, that's big because, Kanab has a chance here maybe to move him around and pick up a 2-run lead now.
Well, that's pitch number 102 on the day for Mr. Nielsen.
So he's got 8 more pitches until they've got to make a change as Walker Baird stands in on the left side. First pitch from Nielsen, swung on, high, pop up to the left side. Hutchins is going to call for it, and he will make the play as he drifts back into the grass for out number 1. So a P5 for Baird, pop out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and for San Juan, that's what they wanted because a runner stays put at second base. He doesn't advance.
Brings Sayer Fennis to the plate now. 3-2 Kanab leads here in the bottom of the third. Nielsen comes set. First pitch, breaking ball for strike 1.
Coach Nelson said he had a UCL injury. Was that from last year or earlier this year?
That's a good question. He didn't elaborate. Ground ball to the left side through the 5-6 hole for Fennis. Left fielder playing pretty shallow, Grady Lacey, so Verosco will hold at third, but runners on the corners now for Kanab after the single to left for Sayer Fennis.
Yeah, Verosco had to hold up, make sure that ball got through there. Didn't want to get hung up halfway out there.
And Lacey's not playing deep at all right now. Once they got through the killer V's, is that what you called them?
The killer V's.
He came in. Brady Ramsey will hit from the left side now for Kanab with runners in the corners and 1 out.
Yep, middle of the infield playing for the double play.
They fake third, go to first. Now they've got Fennis in a rundown. He just dives for second and slides in safely. The throw home is not in time as Verosco sneaks through with the run.
Yeah, and Verosco was smart. As soon as the ball left Walcott's hand towards the second baseman, he took off for home. Bang, bang play, everybody's safe.
Yep, good heads-up baseball by the Kanab Cowboys right there.
And San Juan just took too long to make that toss to second to have a chance at Fennis.
If you watch, Brinkerhoff was there. He was all right, move, go. And he was gone.
First pitch now to Ramsey, misses up for ball 1. It was a good move by Nielsen.
Yeah.
Just unable to execute it toward the Broncos. 4-2 Kanab. 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled to the left side out of play for strike 1.
That was pitch 35 of this game, so.
He had 38, and of course he can finish the batter. Everybody getting squared away equipment-wise as Creed Herring had to readjust some stuff behind the plate.
You wear a lot more equipment these days than we wore back in my day.
Or my day.
The 1-1 swung on, high fly ball to center field. Drifting back to his right is Young. He will make the play. Tagging is Fennis. He's on his way to third. The throw is not in time as he slides in safely. So an F8 for out number 2, but Fennis does move up a bag, and I liked how he did it. He was looking to see if Young was ready to throw it in. Once he saw he wasn't, he took off.
Yep. Still kind of backpedaling instead of having the momentum coming forward. The outfield, that's what you want to do. You want to have the momentum coming forward. You want that ball up here, where you just make the transfer same hop and to the plate or to the bag.
Base running such a huge part of the game, and right there, just the simple fundamentals of tagging up, getting the extra base when the opportunity is given. Now a pass ball, you score.
Hayden Gilbert at the plate now for Kanab. Fouled up the first pitch. Watches strike 2 go by at the top part of the zone for an 0-2 count here with 2 outs.
That was number 37, so he got one more pitch. He can get this batter. They're going to have to make a switch.
The 0-2. Misses high for ball one. Fennis short lead at third. The 1-2 from Nielsen. 2 Gubler misses inside. He wanted strike 3, and he throws his hands in the air.
Yeah, and he might have got it, but you got a left-handed catcher with the glove on the right hand, and he reaches across the plate to catch it on the inside part. Maybe even shields the umpire a little bit.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Ground ball to the left side. Nieves in the hole fields it. Off the 1-foot throw. Not in time. Gubler too fast down the line with the infield single. And that brings in Sayer Fennis to make it a 5-2 Cowboy lead.
How big was that tagging up now? Getting from second to third, because right there, if he doesn't get to third, he doesn't score on that play.
So the RBI infield single, and now a pitching change as Baylor Nilsson has run out of pitches. We'll take the break with it here in the bottom of the third inning, the 2A state championship. Kanab 5, San Juan 2, 1 on and 2 outs for Kanab when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Welcome back to the UCCU Savings Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU as Keelan Hutchins is the new pitcher for San Juan. He comes over from third base. He'll just trade places with Baylor Nilsson as Baylor Nilsson takes over at third base. And the first batter that Hutchins will face is the number 9 hitter, Colton Blomquist. Runner on first is the speedy Gubler as he legged out an infield single. First pitch from Hutchins. Misses for ball 1.
Yeah, Gubler, I would think that especially the way Colton Blomquist, Latimer Glover are hitting the ball so far in this game, you get him down to second base, you might get one more run in this inning.
Gubler takes off. 1-0 pitch swung on. Fly ball to right center field. Moving over is Jepson, and he'll make the play for out number 3. So an F9 for the third out of the inning. But Kanab adds to their lead as they get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 3 hits. And no errors committed by the Broncos. 1 runner left on base through 3 innings of play. It is Kanab 5, San Juan 2 in the 2A state championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Let's cover the perfect solution for memorable vacations, short road trips, or making travel memories with family and friends. Just be sure to purchase your next new or used vehicle at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield will make sure you get properly outfitted. On road, across town, or cross country, try the Jorgensen experience, available only at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield. Memory makers and thrill seekers wanted.
The staff and management of Kane County Hospital provides professional care for you and your family. Their skilled nursing facility, medical, surgical, radiology, and laboratory personnel offer a calm and professional atmosphere while providing care for the community and visitors alike. Their 15-bed skilled nursing facility offers residents an astounding panoramic view while delivering the security and comfort of home. Healing happens here. Kane County Hospital in Kanab, supporting academics and athletics at our Kane County schools.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, to the top of the 4th inning we go here in Provo with Kanab leading San Juan 5-2. And the Broncos will bring the 7, 8, 9 batters to the plate this inning. Jonas Jepson, Brant Bingham, and Grady Lacey. If they get to the 4th batter, the leadoff hitter is Baylor Nilsson. Brady Ramsey on the mound for Kanab. Quick 0-2 count, though, to Jepson.
Yeah, Ramsey You know, he gave up one in the first, one in the second, but then put up the first goose egg and looking to do another goose egg in this inning.
56 pitches so far.
Ground ball to the left side. Glover charges it short, fields it, throw to first in time for the 6-3 put out and the first out of the inning.
Good job, smooth there by Latimer Glover.
That was a good play because Jonas didn't make it easy on him. He was getting down the line, even a head first slide to try to get to that bag a little quicker than the ball, but not in time.
Brings Brant Bingham to the plate now for San Juan.
382 or 384 to start the day. 2 home runs, 22 runs driven in. He popped up to Latimer Glover his last time up.
Breaking ball, ground ball to the left side, past the diving Verasco as Glover tries to backhand it. It kicks off his glove into left field, and on first is Brant Bingham.
Yeah, I think that's a hit. I mean, even if he picks that one on the backhand, he's got to throw a rocket to first, and I'm just not sure that was deep in that 5-6 hole.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yep, I'm giving it a hit.
So a single for Bingham. Runner on with 1 out, and Grady Lacey coming to the plate.
The official scorekeeper did the same.
First pitch from Ramsey on the outside edge, strike 1.
Just painted that corner right there, and you know, these hitters are patient, but that's what you got to do is you got to get ahead on them.
That was pitch number 60 for Ramsey.
The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Short lead at first. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled to the right side. Out of play for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lacey.
You see all the different radar guns in the first base dugout with the cups. They've taped them up. They've been watching a little social media. They got their own radar guns out there.
1-2 curveball. Misses outside for ball 2.
They tried to catch that foul ball off the net in one of them cups.
Ruin your radar gun, boys.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just misses for ball 3 and a full count.
Trying to get that tailing fastball to start on the inside there and break over, but stayed in.
1 out and 1 on.
Good shot on the center field counter at Centricom Team Hive.
Payoff pitch misses low for ball 4, and Lacey will draw the 1 out base on balls.
And that's going to move Bingham to second base, bring up the leadoff hitter.
Baylor Nilsson with 1 out and 2 on here. But first we're going to have Coach Brinkerhoff out of the dugout for the Cowboys.
Well, he realizes this is a key moment for them defensively. If they could get out of this jam with no runs and then come up to bat with a 5-2 lead and then add to that, they just know how important that is in extending this lead and helping them one step closer to winning the state championship.
Coach Blomqvist runs over and see what Grady Anderson and Hayden Gubler kind of devilment they're cooking up out there in center field.
Yeah, you know, they get left out of that infield huddle, so they have their own huddle out there on the BYU logo out there in the turf.
They've got to run a lot farther to have their huddle.
They even talked about it on the big screen out there, the HUDL. You know, get out there and have your own huddle.
Yeah. So Baylor Nilsson stands on the right side as everybody's back to their spots. First pitch from Ramsey. Right down the middle, strike 1.
Yeah, that's what you want to see after a mound visit as a coach. First pitch strike.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, you don't see Baylor Nielsen get fooled like that too often.
No, that's a good pitch.
395 hitter coming in.
The 0-2 delivery. On the inside edge for a called strike 3, and Nilsson will go down looking for the second out of the inning, 5th strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey.
Good pitch, way to come back.
Yeah, Nelson didn't like that one. I think maybe froze him. He was looking for a different pitch.
That brings Nash Young to the plate with 2 outs and 2 on.
It's a tough hitter. 481 coming in.
First pitch, right down the middle, strike one. Stands back in on the left side. The 0-1 just misses up for ball one.
And Nash Young batting from the left-hand side. He hit that sharp line drive to second baseman his first time up and then walked, stranded at first.
Had the old RBI base on balls in the second inning.
Yeah.
The 1-1 from Ramsey here. Breaking ball drops off in the dirt for ball two. Good stop by Verosco to hold the runners.
Get down there playing in the sandbox. Turf sand, I should say. Turf sandbox.
The rubber beads.
Yeah.
Next pitch is swung on, hard hit to right field. Anderson going back, can't get to it as it goes off his glove as he jumped for it. One run will come in. Rounding third is Lacey. He will come in to score. On his way to third is Nash Young. Dives in with a 2-run triple to make it a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, let's watch the replay right here if we can.
Got turned around on it.
Ball was hit well.
As he jumped, he got a glove on it, but couldn't bring it down. So a 2-run triple. The tying run is now at third.
Tough to reach back around behind you like that after you get turned around and then have to turn around again and try and catch it back behind you.
Jagger Nieves at the plate.
Strike one.
Ramsey working quick. The 0-1 delivery. Misses for ball one.
I was just going to say, too, Nash Young lefty-lefty matchup there, but he's seeing the ball well.
Yeah, got 2 hard hits. The 1-1 to Nieves. Misses outside for ball two.
Nieves, 366 hitter to start the day. 3 home runs, 26 driven in.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, big hit, just pulled off that pitch. Got to stay on it, drive it up the middle.
Deuce is wild here, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Nieves will go down swinging for the third out of the inning and the 6th strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey. But San Juan gets 2 back as they get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 2 hits, no errors committed by Kanab, and 1 runner left on base through 3.5 innings of play. We're halfway home in the 2A state championship. It's Kanab 5, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
At Mountain America, we understand that debt happens. Let's lighten your load. Visit macu.com/debt happens to get started.
The Kane County School District is proud to serve students and parents in Kane County while making it a priority to focus on every student every day. Kane County School District makes it easy and convenient to find information about local schools, the district calendar, announcements, Board of Education minutes, as well as your students' grades and attendance, all at kanek12.org. That's kanek12.org. You can also follow the Kane County School District on Facebook. Rigor, Relationships, Relevance. The Kane County School District.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
Welcome back here to Provo as Latimer Glover, first pitch swinging, hits one hard right to the shortstop Jagger Nieves off the bottom of his glove. It kicks into left field.
Put a little topspin lob on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I must have, because we don't see many balls get past him there at shortstop.
Well, they gave that a hit. The official scorekeeper did. I'll go right along.
No, they just threw the air up there.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay.
E6 for Glover to reach base, and now we got time called before. Nope, a balk called on Hutchins. That'll move Glover to second base. Wave off the pitch.
So just a third freebie given up by San Juan.
Grady Anderson in on the left side. That one misses out for ball one. Hard hit ball into right field is down for a base hit for Anderson. And now the ball is bobbled by Jepson. They wave Glover home as a result. He will come in to score 6-4 Cowboys.
Well, I like what Coach Brinkerhoff was doing. He's bringing him hard, and then he's talking to him as he's bringing him. He starts to hold him up, and they bobble it. And because of the way he was bringing him hard, he's able just to say, keep on going.
So Anderson comes through with a single. And Glover comes in to score on the air and right. Brings Brogan Verasco to the plate. First pitch, called strike one at the top of the zone.
Yeah, Brogan flew out to center, flew out to right.
Anderson takes off on first movement. Throw down to second is not in time as he slides in safely. Moves into scoring position.
Number 21 on the season for Grady Anderson.
Yeah, Creed Herring calls time. He wants to go out there and talk to Hutchins.
Reminding him that you can't just give them guys that kind of a jump. Have a look over at him.
Well, and this is an opportunity for Brogan Verasco to get himself going at the plate, looking for his first hit, but chance to get an RBI and get that second run back that they gave up in the top half of the inning.
Yeah. Well, Kanab, they're doing what they needed to do. They've scored in every inning now. Lane, buddy.
0-2 count here, Hutchins. Drops off low for ball one there to Brogan Verasco. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Hutchins sets. The 1-2, out breaking ball, nearly clipped him.
Yeah, just about got him on the wrist there, it looked like, but able to get out of the way.
I think he wants to hit. You might have had to force him down first base there.
Well, he definitely wants to hit.
2-2 count. The pitch from Hutchins. Big swing and a miss. And Verasco will go down swinging for the first out of the inning and the first strikeout of the game for Keelan Hutchins for actually any San Juan pitcher.
Yep. Well, that brings up the second half of the Killer V's, the big half here.
And he's been hot.
462, 9 home runs coming in, 2 for 2 on the day.
First pitch from Hutchins. Swung on, ground ball, chopped, fouled on the third baseline for strike one.
Aunt Kingella's going to be happy with this today.
Coach Brinkerhoff says, hey, stay within yourself right here. Go hit the ball the other way. There's lots of room out there in right center field.
Back in on the right side is Verasco. The 0-1. Off speed, top of the zone, strike two.
I think that kind of fooled him with the Keelan Hutchins still looking at second base when he come to home plate.
We'll look at second, the 0-2 pitch. Misses out for ball one.
Well, and you can be careful here. You do have first base open. You don't have to give in. Make him try to, he's obviously up in the count, but make him try to get himself out, swing at one of your pitches.
Your pitch, you got it.
The 1-2 pitch misses inside, and it's going to get by Herring, and that will allow Anderson to move up a bag.
Well, now you don't have necessarily that base open. You do, but you've got two bases, and you don't want to create a first-third situation here.
Well, now the Freebies, they were even for a second, but San Juan just took a 1-point lead there. 6-5.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, deep fly ball to left. Going back is Nash Young, and it's out of here. Cannon Verosco deep to left center field with a 2-run bomb to make it an 8-4 Cowboy lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, Willie was wanting one.
There it is.
There it is. No doubt about that one. No doubt about that one. Right over the 380-foot sign there in left center field. Yep, Nico's Pizza.
Landed up there on the hill in the pine trees.
That's fitting. They should be playing Old Glory in the background over here on the other field.
That's right. I'm surprised they haven't make this. Now they will have us pause
this
game for the national anthem. So we'll take a quick break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
It's a new age of storage at Mason Storage Utah and Aurora. Manage, rent, and pay self, RV, and boat storage online 24/7. Check it out today at masonstorageutah.com or call for reservation rates and information 435-529-7445. Rent storage in May and get 2 months of free storage at Mason Storage Utah, just east of Mason Machinery, 618 East Center Street in Aurora. Click masonstorageutah.com or call 435-529-7445.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating, and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Big time hit for Cannon Verosco to make it a 4-run Cowboy lead. Now Walker Baird at the plate. Watched the ball one go by. Tried to hold up his swing there on strike one in a 1-1 count.
Yeah, he was looking down there at his first base coach.
Yeah, I see you, coach.
1 out in the inning. Ball 2 misses up. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That or he was checking out the Raising Cane sign up there.
Yeah.
Picking a spot at Big Tully Turf out there, maybe hit his next pitch.
2-1 pitch. Nearly hits him. Again, Baird, he wore one in his first plate appearance today.
He was willing to wear another one. That hurts down there, though.
So a 3-1 count. Hutchins out of the windup. A 3-1 to Baird. On the inside edge for a called strike 2 and a full count. One out and nobody on. The payoff pitch. Ball 4 as Baird was able to hold off. They appeal to the third base umpire. He agrees. And so the walk will put a runner on. Once again with 1 out.
Well, back to that home run. That was a line shot home run, too, and it got out in a hurry.
Now, that wasn't a high fly ball.
Not sure what the exit velocity was on that, but I'm going to guess you it was over 110, 15. It got in a hurry.
A look over at first. Nothing there as Baird just kind of tips back to the bag. Sayer Fennes at the plate now for Kanab. First pitch, called strike 1.
Sayer Fennes had a big hit back in the third and a run scored.
2-step lead for Baird at first base.
Just 2 stolen bases for Walker on the season.
The 0-1 on the outside edge for a called strike 2 and an 0-2 count now to Fennes.
Well, we've seen both versions. We've seen the inside the Parker today, and we just saw the long tripper. The no doubter.
The 0-2 pitch. Thought about it.
Woo.
Decided against it. Watched ball 1 go by high.
Stayed outside. Kanab so far, they tie San Juan with 1 run apiece in the first inning, but they've won every inning since then.
Yeah. 1-2 count. With 1 out, the pitch from Hutchins. Swung on, chopped foul to the left side as Fennes battles.
Coach Brinkerhoff fields it foul, tosses it back in.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 3 runs across in the inning. Bottom 4, 8-4 Kanab. The 1-2 way outside. To the backstop it goes, so Walker Baird will take second base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that one just got away from Hutchins. He lost that one right out the hand.
So a 2-2 count. 1 out with a runner on second. Pitch from Hutchins. Misses low for ball 3. So when I first saw Fennis's gloves this year, I was hoping so bad they were legit cowhide work gloves.
Mm-hmm.
We see some guys do that occasionally.
Yeah,
I like it, but they're not. They're just that colored looking batting gloves.
They're batting gloves that look like leather work gloves. Huh?
They're going to send a courtesy runner out there for...
Be a pinch runner. It'll be Monty Johnson.
So you're saying he's not going to be building fence with those gloves after?
I don't think so. Full count here to Fennis.
Monty Johnson, no stolen bases on the season.
Just a freshman here for the Cowboys. Hutchins checks him, the payoff pitch. Thought about it, held off. And watches ball 4 go by. They want to appeal. I don't think he was even close to going around as he draws the base on balls. Runners at first and second now for the Cowboys.
Yeah, good at bat.
Coach Nielsen's out of the dugout for San Juan.
That's the 9th freebie given up.
They're going to make a change here, so we'll take it with them. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning of the 2A state championship. It's 8-4. Kanab leads with 2 on and 1 out when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com. Attention Class A CDL drivers. For a great career choice of steady, reliable, home everyday work, Savage Services is for you. Savage offers the opportunity to earn $80,000 to $100,000 yearly plus quarterly bonuses, a 5K retention bonus, 5K relocation pay, and 30-day housing for qualified drivers. They also offer full benefits, PTO, profit sharing, 401ks, and more. Savage takes care of team members. Apply at driveforsavage.com. That is drive4savage.com for price and Salina job listings.
For carpet, flooring, windows, or glass at rock bottom prices, Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring in Richfield is the logical choice with a huge inventory and the service to back it up. From quality flooring to expert window and glass installation and even sheds, Shepherd's knows how to upgrade your home. Shop in person Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 410 North Main, Richfield, or click shepherdscarpets.com to shop online. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, quality, service, and prices you just can't beat.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU in Provo. As we go to the pitching change, it'll be Nash Young coming in from center field. He'll take over on the mound. Keelan Hutchins goes back to third. Baylor Nielsen goes over to second. And Jonah John goes out to center field for the Broncos.
Yeah, Coach Nielsen talked about Jonah John wanting to find a place. Said he can and will play any place, any position.
That brings to the plate Brady Ramsey, the first batter that Young will see. First pitch, gonna get past, as that will allow both runners to move up. Kanab did bring in Brennan Orton, the sophomore, to run for Sayer Fennis as well.
Yeah, Monty Johnson. His dad, Colton Johnson, the mayor down there, helps with the football team, teaches and coaches down there. Monty shows the speed, and then Orton as well. Good base run and get to second.
Ground ball to the right side, fielded at first. He'll step on the bag for out number 2, but Johnson comes in to score on the RBI ground out from Brady Ramsey. Makes it a 9-4 Cowboy lead.
A good base run and good piece of hitting. Get that runner in.
And talks to Hayden Gubler. Tells him what he saw from Nash Young.
That brings Gubler to the plate as he stands in on the right side. First pitch, swung on, foul to the right side into the screen for strike one.
Hayden Gubler had a great game yesterday, like Coach said, 4 for 4. He's been swinging the bat good, and
Yeah,
they weren't dink hits. They were on a rope.
The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 delivery from Young, swung on, high fly ball to left, will go foul, and it will get out of play. As Gubler battles.
Yeah, Gubler trying to get them one more run here. Don't want to leave that runner stranded at third base.
So count remains 0-2. Next pitch, plunks him. So Hayden Gubler, with an 0-2 count, takes the hit by pitch. Puts runners at the corners now for Kanab.
It's 11th freebie now for San Juan.
Brings Colton Blomquist to the plate.
Colton 1 for 2. And has scored a run.
He stands in on the right side. First pitch, called strike one on the outside half.
Yeah, surprised Gubler didn't take off first pitch, but I bet we'll see him going here on this pitch with 2 outs.
He does take off. 0-1 pitch, ground ball through the 3-4 hole on the right side. Gubler will go first to third on the play, and Blomquist delivers with an RBI single into right field. 10-4 Cowboys.
Well, and he knows that Gubler's going right there, so what does he do? He takes the pitch out over the plate, pushes it through that 4-3 hole, and nobody there. Base hit. Now another first-third situation for Kanab.
They hit through the order in the inning, do the Cowboys. Latimer Glover led it off, reaching on an air, and he will bat again here in this inning. First pitch, off the plate outside for ball one.
They're messing Willie's book up already. On
That's right. I'm staying ahead of it today. This three-man crew is the way to go, guys.
1-0 pitch misses out for ball two, and a hitter's count.
I don't feel the pressure. I'm going to look over Robert's book. You guy's like a robot.
2-0 count with 2 outs, 2 on. Blomquist doesn't take off. Pitch misses high for ball three.
And Herring just got a piece of that enough to keep it there at home plate. If that gets to the backstop with Gubler's speed, he's going to come in and score easily.
Latimer out adjusting the locks and the helmet there. So you got to look good doing this. Got to feel good. Look good, feel good, you play good.
That's right.
The 3-0 pitch. That's on the outside edge for full automatic strike one.
Yeah, just got to toss hand grenades. Get them up there close.
Blomquist, good speed there at first base too, but not a real big lead.
Well, now he does take off in the 3-1, fouled back to the screen for strike two.
He says, when you know it.
I finally got the sign to go, and you foul it off.
Just getting warmed up there.
That's right, because he knows he's on the move here on this pitch.
That was a training run. Talking to Creed Herring behind the plate.
I think just giving him a breather right here.
Well, I think it came off him.
Yeah.
I think that foul ball clipped him.
These umpires are good to take care of the catchers, and then the catchers are good to take care of the umpires when they need to as well.
Well, you wear some protective gear as a catcher, but it don't always protect you from a little pain.
And there's ball 4 to Glover, so he will head to first base. And the bases are loaded for the Cowboys with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 5 runs across in the inning, and it's Grady Anderson coming to the plate next. They shift Jonah John towards right center field. They have left Lacey in left guarding the line, so a huge gap in left center, which we've seen Anderson go that way a lot.
Yeah,
Ball one misses
he can
low.
definitely hit to all fields.
Young out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball down the right field line. That will score one. Rounding third on his way home is Blomquist. Anderson's chugging for second. He will stroll in with a 2-run double, and it's 12 for Kanab here in the fourth inning.
Yeah, Grady Anderson now 3 for 4 on the day. Gets his third RBI.
Gubler comes in to score from third. Blomquist comes around from second. And going first to third in the play was Glover. Well, Kanab now has 2 runners in scoring position that if they hold San Juan in the top half of the fifth, could end the game.
Yes.
First pitch to Verasco. Brogan Verasco misses for ball one.
Yeah, Kanab swings the bats really well, but San Juan's starting to just run out of pitching.
I was going to say there's no outs, but those outs are both over in this other column thingy in my book.
1-0 misses up for ball two.
Yeah, Brogan Verasco maybe pressing a little bit, wants to get that big hit. Here's his opportunity just to relax, take a deep breath, and do what he's done for 4 years.
Just watched his brother launch one.
That one misses inside. It gets away. Glover thought about it, but backpedals back to third base on ball three.
Well, what do you think? Brinkerhoff maybe give him the 3-0 green light?
I don't
See
know.
if they can't get him
going.
back on track?
I think you let him take a pitch, and then you got little brother that's been swinging a hot bat behind him.
3-0, top of the zone for a called strike one.
Made a profit out of you, Coach. You're in the wrong business.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
You're on television. You can have television evangelists get lots of money.
3-1 pitch, big swing and a miss for strike 2 to Verasco and a full count.
Yeah, just needs to stay within himself. He had one to work with there, but now he's got to shorten up, put the ball in play.
Payoff pitch from Young. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Verasco will go down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Nash Young, but the Cowboys take a commanding lead as they get 7 runs in the inning. They do so off of just 4 hits in the inning, and 1 error committed by the Broncos in the process, and 2 runners left on base. Through 4 complete in the 2A state championship. It's Kanab 12, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to BYU in Provo as we go to the top of the 5th inning in an 8-run ball game. 12-4 Kanab leads San Juan in this 2A state championship. And coming to the plate for the Broncos, the 4, 5, and 6 batters, Creed Herring, Remy Watcott, Keelan Hutchins, and if they get there, the 4th batter is Jonas Jepson. First pitch from Ramsey. Popped to the left side by Herring, and it's going to drop in the triangle between the 2 outfielders and the shortstop for a leadoff bloop single for Creed Herring.
Well, not giving up. Creed Herring ain't done anyway.
So they'll bring Liam Lacey on to run for him as Remy Watcott comes to the plate.
5th hit in the ball game. 2 of them belong to Mr. Herring.
Yeah, he comes back in the dugout with a big let's go and trying to fire up his team. They don't have the energy over there right now that they need.
Ramsey from the stretch. First pitch. Misses up for ball 1.
Ramsey's at, 78 pitches?
Yep.
78.
Well, that should be 79 right there.
Oh,
yep.
79, okay.
Lacey with about a 2-step lead over at first. 1-0 pitch on the inside edge for a called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So far, Kanab out hitting San Juan 11-5 with the hits.
12-4 on the score. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Watcott. Got him out in the front foot. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as it's got him out leaning again for the first out of the inning and the 7th strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey. First base occupied on the drop third strike.
Yeah, and Watcott just not seeing Ramsey like he has other pitchers here in the tournament. Struggling now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Brings Keelan Hutchins to the plate. He stands in on the right side. First pitch, swung on, ground ball to the left side, backhanded at third by Verasco. Throw to second in time, throw to first is in time off the 1-hop to Walker Baird. And it's a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning as they end up going down in order. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base through 4.5 innings of play in the 2A state championship. Kanab 12, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Provo as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning in the 2A Baseball State Championship. Number 2 Kanab leads number 4 San Juan 12-4 here in the title game.
Nothing like driving the nail in the coffin with that inning double play.
Yeah.
And I want to point out something, too. That was Brogan Verasco that started that. You know, he's having a tough day at the plate, but he goes out there with the glove and just continues to do what he's done all year long. And he's the one that started that on a good field and a good feed to the second baseman.
Yeah, rifle throw to second. Cannon Verasco leads it off this inning, the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Kanab. He watched ball 1 go by, then strike 1. Walker Baird will bat next, then Sayer Fennis. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Brady Ramsey.
Well, he watched something last inning, too. He watched that ball disappear over the left field fence.
Fouls that one off for strike 2. Yeah, he put a charge in it.
He's looking for the triple here, Robert.
Yeah.
He's got the single,
the
double, and the home run, so he's looking for the triple.
He's got to find a way to hit to that right center field gap, which right now he's pretty much pulling things.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one back to the screen as he battles.
If he could get the triple, he would be hitting for the cycle.
Yeah. Kanab needs 2 runs to end it here in the 5th inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, picked up by Herring. Throw to first is in time as Verasco goes down swinging for the first out of the inning and the second strikeout of the game for Nash Young. That'll bring Walker Baird to the plate. So Baird did re-enter, and Fennis also re-entered for Kanab after getting pinch ran for last inning. Go ahead, Nolan.
I was just going to say, I think what Coach Jens Nilsson wanted out of Perkins is what he's getting out of Nash Young right now.
Yeah.
Off speed, get that curveball with some movement, have these hitters off balance.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 2. Baird's 0 for 1 in the game. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. He also popped out to third. 2-0. That'll miss up and in for ball 3, and a 3-0 count now to Walker Baird. .30 pitch from Young. There's old automatic strike 1 on the outside edge.
Walker thought it was a strike, but he kind of waited till the umpire called it.
There's the 3-1 from Young. That one will miss low and in for ball 4, and Baird will reach base for the 3rd time today. Sayer Fennis will come to the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. He stands in on the right side. 2-step lead at first right now for Baird. Young out of the stretch. First pitch to Fennis. Misses low for ball 1.
Kanab looking to get 2 runs here in this inning and end it.
Breaking ball stays up. Ball 2. Yeah, the game-ending run is at the plate. 2-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 3.
Got to be giving him the take right here, because then that puts the winning run on base.
.30 misses high and tight for ball 4, so back-to-back walks issued by Nash Young, and Coach Nilsson is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. So with the change coming, we'll take the break. Bottom of the 5th inning, 12-4. Kanab leads San Juan in the 2A state championship. 1 out and 2 on when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Barrett's Food Town has been your hometown grocer since
out.
Welcome back here to BYU in Provo. Not a pitching change for San Juan. They just made a fielding change. They brought Bo Yeomans in at second base and have sent Baylor Nilsson to center field for Jonah John. So Coach Nilsson gave John a big hug as he came off the field. And the first pitch to Brady Ramsey popped up in the infield. Hutchins calls for it at third and makes the catch behind the mound for out number 2.
Yeah, just another infield fly rule, and thought maybe Baird would tag there second as everybody was on the infield behind the mound, but don't think he'd have beat him in a foot race back. So
if it was Anderson or Gubler, we might have seen him tag up right there.
Yep.
So 2 outs in the inning. Hayden Gubler, speaking of him, comes to the plate. First pitch, misses off the plate high and away.
Well, the outfield not real deep right here, so a ball down the line or in a gap would win the ball game.
There's the 1-0 from Young. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now they bring old Bo Yeomans in at second base. He knows how to win a state championship. Quarterback of the state championship football team for the Broncos. Just a sophomore. 1-1 pitch. Misses up and in for ball 2.
Gubler trying to walk one off right here.
Low and away for ball 3 to Gubler. So 3-1 hitters count.
Yeah, coach is telling him 1 pitch, 1 zone, otherwise let it go. And that'll move the winning run at second.
Here's the 3-1 from Young. Swung on, fly ball to the left side, and Nieves at shortstop will make the play for out number 3. So the Broncos are able to hold on and force a 6th inning as the Cowboys threaten but do not score. No runs on, no hits, no errors committed by San Juan, and 2 runners left on base. Through 5 complete in the 2A state championship. It is Kanab 12, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back here to BYU as we go to the top of the 6th inning in a 2A state championship baseball game. San Juan trailing Kanab 12-4. The Broncos bring the 7-8-9 batters to the plate. Jonas Jepson, Brant Bingham, and Grady Lacey. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Baylor Nilsson. Brady Ramsey on the mound for Kanab. First pitch to Jepson misses low for ball 1.
Jepson 1 for 2 in the game. Had a double back in the 2nd.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. I don't know, almost an awkward swing on that one. I don't know if he was trying to hold up or what.
Pitch number 80. Pitch number 85 right there.
Here's the 1-1 from Ramsey. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 2.
Yeah, he'd like to at least finish this with 10-15 pitches to go in the 7th if need be.
2-1 pitch, swung on, fly ball into right field. Is going to get down for a base hit, and it gets by Anderson. Backing it up, though, is Gubler. The throw to second is not in time as he slides in safely with a double.
That's his 2nd double of the game.
That'll bring Brant Bingham to the plate now for the Broncos with a runner on 2nd.
Brant Bingham 1 for 2 in the ball game today. Started the day at 384. 2 home runs, 22 runs driven in.
No outs here in the top of the 6th. 12-4 Kanab leads. First pitch from Ramsey. On the outside edge, strike 1. The thing about this San Juan team, they don't go away. If you let them hang around, even hanging around and not run ruling them right there, right? They believe they can get 8 runs in an inning.
That's what I mean. You just can't take too big a hacks. You got to just shorten up, get a base hit.
Pops it to the right side here, does Bingham, and Walker Barrett is there to make the play at first. So a P3 for Bingham for the first out of the inning. So Grady Lacey bats next now for the Broncos. He stands in on the right side.
289 hitter to start the day. 2 walks, so 0 for 0 on the day.
First pitch. Misses low for ball 1.
It's kind of been the middle of the lineup here and even the bottom that's got things going for San Juan in this one. So Lacey has a chance to keep it going.
1-0 pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Yeah, Lacey's walked twice in this game with a run scored.
Got somebody warming up in the Kanab bullpen.
The 1-1 pitch, I figured it might be Nolan Baird who came in and closed yesterday. Not sure if that's who it is or not down there.
That would be my guess.
So 2-1 count. to Grady Lacey. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Grady Lacey with 1 out.
That was a big pitch right there to make the count even versus falling behind 3-1.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Lacey will go down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. 8th strikeout of the game for Brady Ramsey. That's a big strikeout.
Yeah, it was, because not only do you get out number 2, but you don't allow him to reach first base there. Kanab wants to get out of this with no runs and go try to get 2.
First pitch to Baylor Nilsson, swung on. 1 hopper to Brogan Verasco at third. Throw to first is in time for the 5-3 put out and the 3rd out of the inning. So after a leadoff double, the Broncos unable to score. No runs on 1 hit, no errors committed by the Cowboys, and 1 runner left on base through 5.5 innings of play in the 2A state championship. Kanab 12, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Provo as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning in the 2A state championship game with the Kanab Cowboys leading the San Juan Broncos 12-4. And the Cowboys will bring to the plate this inning the 9, 1, and 2 batters, Colton Blomquist, Latimer Glover, and Grady Anderson. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Brogan Verasco. Nash Young on the mound for the Broncos.
Yeah, Nash did come in, done his job so far for Coach Nelson.
First pitch missed up. Next one, line drive, caught by Yeomans at second base for out number 1. So an L4 for Blomquist for the 1st out of the inning.
Well, good at bat there for Colton Blomquist. Didn't try to do too much to it. Took that curveball down and away and just went that way with it. Just couldn't get it past Yeomans.
So brings Latimer Glover to the plate now for Kanab. Young out of the windup. Curveball on the outside edge, strike 1.
Yeah, just a change of pace. These Kanab hitters have to stay back. They got to stay disciplined.
The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball swung on, deep fly ball to left for Glover as he flips the bat, and that one is off the top of the scoreboard. Latimer Glover with a moonshot to left.
Yeah, he knew when you said bat flip. You could just, as you watch him, right? I was watching him, not even the ball after he swung, because he knew he got all of that one. It's just one of those that just feels good.
Solo home run for Latimer Glover.
See if we can see a replay on that. And I think the umpire's telling him, hey, I didn't toss you, but come on, show some sportsmanship.
Second home run of the game. You wanted them.
Yeah.
Here they are.
Here's the replay. Watch him.
He knew it.
Yeah, he knew it right off the bat. And you do, right? When you get one like that, you know it.
So the Cowboys now just needing one run to end the game here in the 6th as Grady Anderson stands in on the left side. First pitch from Young. Misses high and away for ball one. Anderson is 3 for 4 in the game.
I think he measured that one perfect because he wanted that extra hop off the top of the scoreboard. It hit right on the top and bounces.
He told Cannon, I see you one and raise you one.
Yeah, and over the top of it.
1-0 pitch. Misses high for ball 2. I said Anderson 3 for 4. He's 3 for 3 because the out was an RBI
That's
sac
right,
fly.
Sac fly, yeah.
Yep, he went back and told Cannon, I didn't want one of them cheap ones.
2-0 pitch from Young. Misses out for ball 3.
Well, Robert, you've said it all year long, too. You've seen this Kanab team multiple times throughout the year, and they swing the bat.
Yeah. Willie and I have talked a lot. We felt like Kanab was probably the best overall team in this one. Beaver obviously was fantastic. San Juan obviously is a great. Gunnison, we knew what they had. But Kanab's been the team we've just felt like had all the pieces to get the job done and make this 3-day run.
Yeah, that's right. The pitching, the hitting, the defense, the base running.
Pop fly here by Anderson, and it's going to land fair. As overrunning it was Lacey in left. Anderson had stopped between first and home. Now he's going to get thrown out at second, trying to turn it into a double for out number 2.
Yeah, he should have been standing on second. But
before the ball even landed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brinkoff's got his hand on his hips. He's
not real thrilled.
No.
Well, Anderson just a sophomore.
Yep.
He's going to learn and grow on that one, but he knows better. He just thought for sure he'd missed it and it was foul. And then even at that, by then he should have just held up at first base. He's got good enough speed. He can still second.
First pitch now to Brogan Verosco. Foul tip for strike 1.
I'd like to see Brogan do something here at the bat just to make him feel good. This is probably his final high school game.
He needs to, you know. We've seen the glove. He's got a great glove, great arm, and a good bat. He's just having a rough day so far at the plate.
0-1 pitch. Ooh. Top of the zone for strike 2 and an 0-2 count.
Part of it may be this trying to overswing, and it's tough when you got a couple teammates that hit homers and you know you're capable of doing the same.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on high, pop up to the right side. Coming in is Jepson. A long run, though, and he's going to get there. That was a high pop up for out number 3. So a P9 for Brogan Verosco for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Cowboys add to their lead as they get 1 run on 2 hits in the inning. And no errors committed by the Broncos. No runners left on base. Through 6 complete in the 2A state championship. It is Kanab 13, San Juan 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by King County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the Stage Stop convenience store, but dine at Blue Taco with BOGO Tuesday. Buy any one Blue Taco item, get one free. Check out these specials. Choice boneless petite sirloin steaks, $7.99 a pound. Golden sweet pineapple, 89 cents per pound. Boneless pork loin chops, $1.99 a pound. Pink Lady apples, 99 cents a pound. And fresh sweet corn, 4 for $5. For more savings, visit glaziersmarket.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU as we go to the top of the 7th and final inning with Kanab leading San Juan 13-4 in this 2A state championship. And the Broncos will bring the 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate. That is Nash Young, Jagger Nieves, Creed Herring, and if they get to the 4th batter, that will be Remy Watcott. Brady Ramsey on the mound. You and I have him at 95 pitches. This game changer has him at 94. I'm not sure what the official score has it at. The game changer you can see on your screen has him at 94. Ball one misses low and in.
So real close. Depends on San Juan's at-bats here, and if he throws a couple early balls, he might be able to finish this one.
1-0 up and in for ball two.
If not, they still do have, we think, Nolan Baird down in the bullpen warming up.
Yeah, I verified that was number 26, Nolan Baird.
2-0 pitch swung on, fly ball into center field. Gubler is there and makes the play for out number one, an F8 for the first out of the inning. Well, and no one's over there thinking, look, Walker got to do it a whole bunch as a freshman in the state tournament. Why not let me come in?
Yeah. Well, look what it's done for this Kanab team and Walker, right? He's grown in multiple ways.
Yes. So Jagger Nieves stands in on the right side. First pitch, breaking ball on the outside edge, strike one.
And that's what you want to do if you're Brady Ramsey. You want to finish this one, so you go right at the hitters, throwing strikes.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Big swing and a miss for strike two.
Good curveball.
And he's had him struck out the last two times, so Jagger not seeing Ramsey real well.
Line drive into center field, goes down for a base hit as he gets his first hit of the game. Tries to keep this game going a little bit longer for the Broncos.
Well, and Ramsey probably threw the same pitch 3 straight times, and he was on at that time.
Yeah, it was. It was another curveball and left that up.
Yep, needed to mix it up one more time and keep him off balance. Jagger makes him pay.
So that will bring Creed Herring to the plate now for the Broncos. 2 for 3 in the game is Herring. First pitch swinging line drive through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Nieves rounds second and will hold there, but back-to-back singles for the Broncos. And like we said, they all believe that they can put up double-digit runs in an inning if they need to.
Yeah.
Well, that shows 102 on this game changer I'm watching. And
that's what I have it as well.
Remy Watcott.
Watcott stands in on the right side.
He's used up 8 pitches in one at-bat a couple times in this tournament.
First pitch misses away for ball one. In that softball state championship, Enterprise leading San Juan 2-0. In that one, trying to force the if game is Enterprise. The 1-0 pitch. Low and in for ball two. Of course, that San Juan team only has 1 loss on the year, and they played a tough schedule.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
All that noise for just 2 runs? Holy cow.
It's a defense, Willie.
2-0 pitch, swung on, line drive into left field is down for a base hit. Nieves is going to come around third. He will score on the RBI single. An errant throw in from the outfield will allow the runner Lacey to move up, or they left Herring on the bases this time. He'll move up from second to third on the errant throw.
Yeah, and kind of an uncharacteristic throw right there. Just come in. Once again, you're playing for outs, and you keep that force on with the runners at first and second. Instead, it's first and third.
Yeah, that is the first error on Kanab in the field.
Yeah. Going to come together on the mound are the Cowboys. Maybe trying to give Nolan a little more time to get warm. Do you think he's named after Nolan Ryan too?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to find out. That's a good question.
Players go back to their positions. First and third situation here. 1 out. The Cowboys are 2 outs away from a state championship. San Juan trying to battle back in the 7th.
Kanab Roscoe looks over to Coach Brinkerhoff and asks what he wants on this third defense, and I'm pretty much sure he said, hey, we're throwing him out.
Get the out. Keelan Hutchins at the plate. 2-step lead at first. First pitch, called strike one. They did bring in a pinch runner for Watcott. So I can catch his number there. That might be Liam Lacey. It's running now.
12.
13, yeah,
13,
it is
yeah.
Lacey.
Yep.
The 0-1 pitch, swung on, ground ball to the left side. Glover charges, Fields, throw to second in time. To first is in the dirt, and Baird unable to scoop it as Hutchins reaches. Coming in to score is Herring. 2 outs, though, in the inning. 13-6 your score. Kanab still leads.
Glover wanted that one more than anybody. Just watching him out there, he was ready for a dog pile.
2 outs now as Hutchins hits into the 6-4 fielder's choice. New runner in for
28.
San Juan.
Number 28. I don't have a 28.
So brings Jonas Jepson to the plate. He's got a pair of doubles in the game. Stands in on the right side. First pitch swinging, line drive, caught by Glover, and that will do it.
He puts the ball in his back pocket. He knows what he's doing.
The Kanab Cowboys are back on top of the 2A baseball world with a 13-6 win over the San Juan Broncos and are crowned the 2026 2A state champions.
Well, the good news is they already know how to celebrate this kind of a victory. They've done it enough. Just been a year and a half, 2.
3 and 4 years now, though, for this Cowboys team.
Yep.
What a run.
That's a really good run. Says a lot about the coaches, the players, and obviously the parents, I mean, to support and to make sure that they're a part of this, but just a big win for Kanab, and obviously they did what they need to. They stayed in the winner's bracket all the way through.
Well, 3 and 4 years, you could almost use the word dynasty in that term.
Now, what a run for Kanab as they get the win 13-6 here. Great run this weekend as well from San Juan. San Juan last year was the 1 seed, got beat out on day 1 at the state tournament after losing the Saturday before. And this year they come back as the 4 seed and get to the state championship game and fall just short here against, again, a very good Kanab baseball team, but a great run for the San Juan Broncos as well.
Yeah, just a good win all the way around. And, San Juan, give them credit for battling back and giving themselves a chance here, but Kanab just too strong.
Stay here with it as they get ready for the trophy presentations, the runner-up trophy for the Broncos, and, of course, the state title trophy for the Cowboys in this one. Elation on one side, heartbreak on the other, and Kanab doesn't change what they do, right? They go through, they give the high five to the Broncos, and they go do their normal thing after a game.
CBS said it
classy, right?
Yeah.
Kurt Gowdy, CBS, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Yes.
They've done it before. I used to tell players, when you hit a home run or something, don't act like it's your first one. Act like you've done it before. And Kanab, that's one thing they're doing out here, and they have done it before.
They have done it before, and they've done it often. Playing in 4 straight state championships, winning 3 of them. This senior group for Kanab. Not very many teams, players can say we played in 4 straight.
Yeah.
There's the championship trophy handed out. Brennan Jackson from the Utah High School Activities Association, of course, a Kanab guy.
St. Pete boy as well.
He's the one that's handing that trophy out. As the Cowboys raise it high. Well, as they get together and make all the photos and do all the fun, we'll take a break and come back with our postgame show here at the 2A Baseball State Championship. Kanab the win, 13-6 over San Juan on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back here to Brigham Young University's Larry Miller Field as the Kanab Cowboys get the win, winning their third state championship in 4 years, playing in all 4 of those state title games. And Craig Winkerhoff, he's go ahead and says, bring on the Gatorade, as he takes the big splash from his players down there on the field. And fun stuff.
Yeah, credit to him and his staff and those players. They definitely deserved it, and they had the game plan going in, and the game plan worked for them.
Yeah.
Well, and they felt it. You could tell in that dugout that they felt it. The difference, there was a lot of excitement in the San Juan dugout, but kind of that glaze over the eyes look. What I saw there was like looking in the eyes of a hungry wolf over there in the Kanab dugout.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our final team numbers in this one as the Cowboys score 13 runs. They do have 8 of those runs as earned. They do so on 13 hits in the game. They left 8 runners on base and defensively 1 error today for Kanab. On the San Juan side, they score 6 runs in the game. I have 5 of those runs as earned on 9 hits. They left 7 runners on base and 1 error in the game as well for the Broncos. Brady Ramsey got the start on the mound, and he goes the distance. 7 innings, giving up 6 runs, 5 of them earned on 9 hits, 8 strikeouts to 4 walks for Brady Ramsey as he gets the win. And you mentioned that formula. You get Walker Baird goes 7. Then you get Kyan Lyman comes in. What did he go? 6 2/3 yesterday, 6 2/3. And then Brady Ramsey goes 7. They needed a 4th pitcher for 1 out.
He had 2 pitches left over, too, when he got done here today.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kanab, even if they had to go to another one, I felt like they're in a good spot because they got multiple arms and didn't even need them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And pitching-wise for San Juan in this one, they started Maxim Perkins. He went a third of an inning, giving up 1 run. It was earned on 2 hits, no strikeouts, 1 base on balls. Baylor Nielsen came on in relief. He'll end up taking the loss in the game, going 2 1/3, giving up 4 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. Keelan Hutchins came in for 2/3 of the inning, giving up 5 runs, 2 of them earned on 2 hits. Gave up a home run in the process with 1 strikeout to 2 walks. And Nash Young came in for the final 2 2/3, giving up 3 runs, just 1 earned on 4 hits. He did give up a home run, 2 strikeouts to 3 base on balls for Nash Young. And we talk about it every year. If you're having to piece together arms and pitching, it just makes it really difficult to come through and win these games. Kanab didn't have to do it. They got the job done, and they take care of it in 3 games over the 3 days here at BYU.
Yeah, they did. And, they go Walker Baird game 1, Kyan Lyman game 2.
Lights out Walker Baird.
Yeah. And then Brady Ramsey game 3. That's what you want. And the reason you can do that is you got guys that they have confidence in themselves, they have confidence in their pitches, but they go out there and they dominate the mound and the home plate. They say, here's my pitch, hit it. They're efficient. They don't throw a lot of balls.
Yeah. So great weekend overall for the Kanab Cowboys. And let's take one more quick break, then we'll come back and wrap things up next here from BYU as the Cowboys get the 13-6 win over San Juan in the 2A Baseball State Championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Let's cover the perfect solution for memorable vacations, short road trips, or making travel memories with family and friends. Just be sure to purchase your next new or used vehicle at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield will make sure you get properly outfitted. On road, across town, or cross country, try the Jorgensen experience, available only at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield. Memory makers and thrill seekers wanted.
The staff and management of Kane County Hospital provides professional care for you and your family. Their skilled nursing facility, medical, surgical, radiology, and laboratory personnel offer a calm and professional atmosphere while providing care for the community and visitors alike. Their 15-bed skilled nursing facility offers residents an astounding panoramic view while delivering the security and comfort of home. Healing happens here. Kane County Hospital in Kanab, supporting academics and athletics at our Kane County schools.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, welcome back here to Larry Miller Field at BYU as the Kanab Cowboys are the 2026 Baseball 2A State Champions with a 13-6 win over the San Juan Broncos. And let's look at the hitters now in this game. First off for Kanab, Latimer Glover goes 2 for 3, 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a triple, and a home run.
Yeah, I tell you what, he couldn't have picked a better day to have one of his best games.
Yeah. Grady Anderson, 4 for 4 with a double, a run scored, and 3 RBIs in the game for the number 2 hitter.
And he's rethinking that, too. He should have 2 doubles.
Yes. And then Brogan Verosco, tough day for him. He goes 0 for 5, but made big plays in the field. And, it's one of those sometimes you get as a senior and you want to do so well and you just maybe over-try a little bit. But certainly a key piece of this team for the last 4 years and made some crucial plays in the field as well.
Oh, yeah, leadership-wise in the dugout. And like you said, defensively, tough day, but at the same time, he's a winner, right? Yeah. He's a winner. He knows that, and he can go out as a champion and feel good about what he's done for this Kanab team for 4 years now.
Cannon Brosco goes 3 for 4 with a double, a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored for Verasco. Walker Baird 0 for 1, but reached base 3 times with a run scored. Sayer Fennis goes 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a stolen base. Brady Ramsey was 0 for 4 in the game, but he did drive in a run, and then his big contribution was going a complete game on the mound.
Absolutely. He wants to contribute at the plate, but his job really wasn't to come up with any big hits or anything else. It's just go out there and continue to throw strikes and let your defense play behind you, and that's what he did.
Hayden Gubler goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, and Colton Blomquist goes 2 for 4 in the game with 2 runs scored and an RBI for the Kanab Cowboys. I mean, that's we said it earlier in the game in the 6th inning. Just felt like they looked like the most complete, best team from top to bottom, as good as some of these other teams were. And they were some really good teams that were playing in this state tournament. Kanab they just felt the part, they looked the part, and they played the part.
They really did. And one thing about Kanab is they're confident, right? They're not cocky, but they're confident. And, that says a lot in any sport, but especially the game of baseball. And that's why they're the champs in my mind.
Looking at the hitting in this one for San Juan, not like they didn't hit. They still had 9 hits in the game. Put up 6 runs. Baylor Nilsson, tough day for him. He goes 0 for 4. Nash Young, 1 for 3 with 2 runs driven in and a triple in the game. Jagger Nieves goes 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Creed Herring goes 3 for 4, the freshman. What a performance from him this weekend as he drove in a run, had a run scored and a double in the game. And then Remy Watcott, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Keelan Hutchins was 0 for 3, but had a run scored and an RBI in the game. Jonas Jepson goes 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles today for the Broncos. Brant Bingham was 1 for 3 with the run scored, and Grady Lacey was 0 for 1, but reached base twice and had a run scored for San Juan.
Yeah, in San Juan, they just don't go away. And you talked about it. Creed Herring, he made a name for himself. If people weren't aware of him, they will be now.
Yeah, and we think back to these state championships over the last few years, and you go back, 4 years ago, so the 5th one going back, and you look at that South Sevier team that won it. They had several impact freshmen on that team. Yeah. Then the next year, you get Kanab coming in. They get the job done, but the year after that, Walker Baird as a freshman is a huge impact player for that team. And then last year, go back to South Sevier. Gus Ingram comes in as a freshman to catch the state championship game, the 2nd game. And now this year, you get Herring that's a big impact player for this San Juan team.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's 9 through 12, right? Just because you're a senior or junior or sophomore or whatever else, it doesn't matter. The best 9 are going to be on the field. It doesn't matter your age, and we've seen several underclassmen in this tournament this week.
Well, the new age of baseball, travel teams, tournaments, and stuff like that, you have a lot more opportunity. The longer you go, the South Sevier team, had Ingram and Freeman. How long have they played together?
Yeah.
And so, it's a different dynamic in the game of baseball.
Yeah, very true. 13-6 is your final in this one. Kanab with the state championship victory. Nolan, any final thoughts from you on this game?
No, always a fun time of year and great to be here and be a part of it. And, we saw some good baseball. And congratulations to Kanab.
Willie?
Well, Craig Brinkhoff asked me to thank you guys for doing this kind of stuff, thanking Adam and the team at Team Hive and them for putting it together. And thank all the fans out there from Kanab Cowboy Land that have supported them through the years. So, good game. Kanab, they were hungry. They
were hungry.
And the hungry, it's like that old saying goes, there's 2 wolves that live inside you, and one evil and one bad. Well, which one wins? Well, the one you feed the most. So I think they've been feeding the Cowboys pretty good this year.
Yes, they have. We won't have an if game here in baseball. The 1A softball state championship, Milford, though, forced the if game, beating Altamont in game 1. And looking at the 2A state championship, right now, Enterprise leads San Juan 3-0 in the 3rd inning of that one, trying to force the if game as well. So we could see 2 softball, if necessary, championship games here today at BYU. That will do it for us, though, here from Larry Larry Miller Field at Brigham Young University in Provo. The Kanab Cowboys, once again, are the 2026 2A baseball state champions. We've had, as always, a fantastic crew here this weekend. Kyler Jensen running some camera today. We've got, of course, Adam Coombs, as always, has been so good on the controls here. We've had some help back in the studio. Jason, Jeremy, those guys helping back there. And then Nolan Anderson and Willie Akers have done most of the work here on the mics.
Well,
just
we
appreciate you guys letting me come up.
Coming here and taking the pressure off with you at the controls. I can actually watch a little baseball, relax a little bit, and I appreciate working with both of you.
Yeah, thank you,
and
absolutely.
Adam as well.
So that will do it for us again. Willie Akers, Nolan Anderson, I'm Robert Lovell. Thank you for listening and watching, and don't forget, Happy Mother's Day out there to all the moms, and have a great weekend, everybody.
You've been listening to High School Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So, that baseball team that graduated last year